if you're like me and you are just itching for more details, ideas, and just some sort of answers on what you could expect in the Nimbus Sea, you've come to the right place. I've also been itching, and if you're too lazy to read the roadmap, you've come to the right place. But real quick, before I do any of this, please subscribe. It really helps me out, and it's totally optional. You don't need to, but if you enjoy this video or you find out anything interesting, please subscribe. With this said, let's start talking about the Nimbus Sea. So first off, let's probably talk about everyone's favorite part of this game, the bosses. So my prediction for the bosses is the roadmap says the first 2 chapters. Now, the way the chapters work currently is there's 1 or 2 bosses per chapter. Example being Iris and Shura are all chapter 1. And I'm pretty sure Karina and Calvis are in the same chapter. Or it's Elius and Argos. But I know there's 2 cases in the Bronze Sea where there are 2 bosses in 1 chapter. So it's very possible that we get at minimum 2 bosses and at probably most 3. Now, this is really exciting news for people who like the grindy part or farming bosses, and also PvPers who want better armor, and also PvEers who want a chance at better armor. So, this is really good news. Obviously, I have no clue what the story is about. Obviously, we know we're gonna go to Samara. That's about it. Like, that's what the public patch note said, then Vetex stopped showing them. And if you want to know the chapter names, you gotta be a Patreon, which I am. I'm just not leaking shit. Unlike Ari. Anyways, with all of that story stuff out of the way, let's get into, like, actual features. Obviously, we're getting new islands, all that stuff. But also, if you pull up the Trello under the Nimbus Sea, there is the town, kingdom, alignment, interaction, and reward system, which we talked about briefly in my Dark Sea video, but that was a while ago, and a bit has changed since then. Oh, also, before I forget, we're also getting Nimbus sealed chests in replacement of the bronze sealed chests in the Nimbus Sea. I don't know if the loot will be different. Knowing Vetex, it might not be, but let's hope it is. Alright, now that I've said that, that's done. Let's talk about the task part. Each island, like Kingdom Island, so like, and town, so like Palo Town, Ravenna, what else is there? Frostmill, Redwake, all of that will have spawning like tasks on them, which will work differently compared to quests. These will only start to appear after you complete the majority of the storyline for that area. So like Ravenna is literally beating the game, probably, like kill Calvis, all that stuff, defeat the hardest boss in the game. But yeah, so the tasks will start out as like simple things like finding which NPC stole from someone, gathering certain amount of fruit, etc. And there will be tons of different types of these tasks, which they'll have tiers of difficulty and depend on the type of island. Alongside this, there would be a new type of criminal NPC, which would spawn on these islands in alleyways. As an example, the fight on screen between the alleyways of the Ravenna buildings, probably in Rubica. But it'll be bad alignment type tasks, such as like pickpocketing an NPC, stealing cargo and bringing it to them, etc. Just like the good alignment quests, there will be numerous types and tiers. For each alignment task you do, your reputation on the island would increase or decrease at certain levels of this. New tasks would become available and new events could occur on the island. An example of that could just be a merchant tent opening up somewhere because of the good alignment tasks, a small bandit camp spawning which threatens the town, and when you max out your like alignment, there could be like insane levels of tasks such as a pirate fleet spawning and threatening to like bombard the island, or a navy blockade forming if you do too many bad alignment tasks. This would also lead to stronger bad alignment NPCs spawning the island who have even more, and I quote from the Trello, devious tasks for the player to do. Depending on your alignment, you would get new interactions from the NPCs in towns, such as them cowering in fear at the sight of you or greeting you by name and giving you small gifts as you walk by. So quite literally, be a hero or a villain. Choose your path. It's something like that. When you max out your alignment either way with the island, you could be given a unique vanity item for that island, kind of like the... what's it called? I forget what it is, but that one banana that you get at Shell Island, I'll put it up on screen, and the bad and good alignment will each have one unique item per island. Alright, now that we've talked about that, let's start talking about island status and relation. Island status would be the state of the island, which would range from ruin to thriving, ? I'm reading the Trello. This number would be unique per server and go up and down depending on the tasks completing there. This number would control what physical things can spawn there, such as bandit camps, merchants, etc. Island status would be neutral on server start, but when a player who joins who has relations with that island, the island status will shift slightly based on their relation. This means if a lot of players with good relation with Frostmill join a server, Frostmill's island status would be high. Island status on join would not occur if the island status recently changed due to a task completing, and I quote, "This would be annoying. For example, if a player was doing a bad alignment task, but good alignment players keep joining and raising the island status." Yeah, that would be pretty fucking annoying. Very low island status could have pirate blockades, bandit camps, evil wizards, bandit leaders, smugglers, etc. spawning in them, which actually gets me really excited, because if we see evil wizards again, that's just like kind of a throwback to when I used to play WoM. Very high island statuses could have Grand Navy blockades, merchant ships spawn around them, merchant camps, hero NPCs, etc. Island relation would be your personal relationship with that island and control how the citizens there interact with you and what they give you, as well as the type of tasks they give. This would save between servers, which is a good thing. I'd prefer to not leave a server and lose hours of progress, so thank you, Vetex. High island relation could make NPCs greet you by like your name and walk by. This is just a repeat. Cower in fear, cause ban. Oh, okay, no, this is new. Occasionally give you a small amount of galleons, give you common items rarely, with cooldown obviously, and even for a small fort to spawn with warriors sworn to your clan who swear to guard the island in your name. Low island relation could make NPCs cower in fear at the sight of you, yada yada yada. Cause the bandits or enemies on the island to sometimes give you gifts, and sometimes cause the bandits on the island to swear fealty to your clan and terrorize the citizens in your name and giving you anything they find. Island status and relation would be shown when hovering over the town's kingdoms on the map UI. And then the summary Vetex gave is, the goal of this feature would to make towns feel more alive and interactable while also giving more things for completionists and PvPers and genuinely just adding more types of NPCs to the world. It could be expanded on over time, as well as add more events and tasks. Pretty cool stuff. Now with all of this said, comment down below, 1, what's your favorite Nimbus Sea feature, or what's your favorite part about the up-and-coming Nimbus Sea, the new islands, the alignment system, the story, the Nimbus sealed chests, and also, what do you think the Nimbus sealed chests might hold? How long do you think it'll take for you to beat the Nimbus Sea story? How long do you think it will take me to get out a fucking video? What will you do with your new stat points if you're a hybrid build? What do you think your stat allocations will be? For Conjurer, will you go 160, 160, or 170 weapons, 150 magic? There's some pretty interesting things to think about. That's about it. And one more thing, comment down below if you want to see some more stupid PvP videos like a certain sailor, or some more talking videos. I do like doing these, it's just hard to find topics sometimes. And with this said, have a nice day, night, whatever. Subscribe if you want to. Like the video or dislike it if you dislike it. With this said, have a wonderful day.